was asked 2 days ago to participate in this meeting. I prepared a few points to say. First of all, I would like to say that it's true that Oslo Declaration of Principles, it was vague and it has many points which we can criticize on it. It postponed the major issues to the future, left many issues for further negotiations. But in my opinion, the most important achievement of Oslo was the fact that for the first time in the history of the conflict, we have the State of Israel negotiating directly with the PLO, the Palestine Liberation Organization. This is a major achievement of the DOP. And on the other hand, a major disadvantage of the Oslo process is that it stretched itself on 5 years implementation, and these 5 years were enough for the enemies of the peace process to undermine the process. And therefore, since the process started, we witnessed 2 years of intensive suicide attacks against Israeli civilian targets. We witnessed massive settlements activities in the Palestine-occupied territories and the assassination of Rabin, and I think that these 3 elements contributed much to the failure of the Oslo process. I think I have some criticism on Israel. I believe that during the negotiations from 1994 until 2000, Israel did not show any readiness or any will to withdraw to the 4th of June 1967 lines. And because Israel at the same time pressed with its settlement activities in the occupied territories, knowing that any facts created on the ground in the occupied territories would represent further and more obstacles on the way of concluding an agreement. At the same time, Israel continued its policy of changing the demographic and geographic balance in Jerusalem, ignoring the fact that without Jerusalem there will be no Palestinian leader who will sign a peace agreement with Israel. And finally, I would say that Israel was never serious in talking about the establishment of a sovereign Palestinian state, and Israel did its utmost efforts to undermine and abort such a possibility. At the same time, I think the Palestinian Authority has failed to build a state with good governance and rule of law, and did not succeed in maintaining the democratic process and implementing the judicial reform. The Palestinian Authority failed in building professional security forces, in providing civil security to the average citizen, and Palestinian security organizations mixed between professional security and national resistance against occupation. The PA was unable to prove its credibility and good intentions to its Israeli partners in the peace process, and it has failed to bring about social and economical development of the Palestinian society, which are very crucial and very important to recruit support in the peace process. Where are we now? I think all of us see that both sides are trying to convey the impression that they are negotiating, but nothing is felt on the ground. Settlement expansion is ongoing, and collective punishment is ongoing. Roadblocks, checkpoints are getting tighter and constitute a daily hazard for the Palestinian population. More than 450 checkpoints unnecessarily for the Israeli security are still inside the Palestinian territories, causing a whole damage to the Palestinian life on all levels. Again, another criticism is that the Fatah did not show that they learned the lesson of the failure of the elections in January 2006, and until now I don't see that they succeeded in giving a model in the West Bank which can challenge the model which Hamas made in Gaza. What is required at this stage from the two parties? I think in order to build confidence and make a proof of goodwill and proceed on the road to peace, Israel should announce an immediate halt to all settlement activities, remove all internal roadblocks in the occupied territories, and declare the willingness to conclude a peaceful settlement to the conflict, enabling the creation of a sovereign, viable Palestinian state. The PA should prove its seriousness in building a state of law by proceeding with the institution of professional, non-political, and non-factional security forces, with reforming its judicial system, building its institutions, and maintaining its national unity. A joint effort should be made to stop all kinds of violence from both sides to create a healthy climate for a political solution to the conflict. Isolating Hamas and boycotting it had already exhausted itself, and in the long run it will play into the hands of the extremists in Hamas. Israel and the United States should not oppose a Fatah dialogue with Hamas, because I believe that containing Hamas within the political arena is much more efficient than letting it sabotage from the outside. A ceasefire in Gaza with the involvement of the Fatah leadership will contribute to the internal Palestinian conciliation and will strengthen the moderate leadership of the Fatah. Conclusions. Settlements are the most dangerous threat to the peace process. Terror and violence play against the national interests of the Palestinian people. Past experience, and maybe the period of quietness between the year 96 and 2000 has proved that serious American involvement in the Middle East, in the conflict, contributes to stability and gives hope to people that matters are moving in the right direction. The past experience of the negotiations, mainly at Camp David and later in Taba, as well as civil society initiatives such as Geneva Initiative, prove that peace is reachable through negotiations, and what was missing was leaders with courage enough to make the final step towards signing a deal. Internal political complications and weak leadership on both sides do not promise any immediate breakthrough or agreement, but laying down the foundations for future American involvement on the part of the incoming administration would be of a great value. Third-party involvement, even at an interim stage, will be very positive and helpful in starting the de-escalation process towards a political process conducive to a peace agreement. Finally, a comprehensive peace settlement in the Middle East remains the only guarantee for regional stability and security. Thank you.